When a woman knows she has options, everything about her behavior changes. Her confidence, her expectations, her tolerance, her emotional availability, even the way she looks at you. Because options don't just give her choices, they give her power. Power over her own future, power over her standards, power over the men around her. And when a woman feels that power, it transforms the way she behaves, both consciously and unconsciously. Today, we're going deep into what truly happens when a woman knows she has options. The shifts you see, the shifts you don't, and the shifts that can either destroy your self-esteem or force you to level up in a way you never imagined. Let's begin. 1. Her interest becomes selective, not consistent. When a woman has options, her attention is no longer automatic. She becomes selective. She responds when she feels like it. She invests when she wants to. She pulls away the moment she feels bored, overwhelmed, or uncertain. This isn't cruelty, it's strategy. A woman with options doesn't cling to one man. She stays curious. She stays cautious. She stays emotionally mobile. To her, interest is a privilege, and only the strongest, most grounded men earn it consistently. 2. She raises her standards without apology. When a woman knows she has options, she stops lowering her standards to make it work. She stops trying to fix men. She stops explaining what she wants. She stops negotiating with potential. Instead, she begins filtering men rapidly, efficiently, almost ruthlessly. A man who doesn't match her values? Gone. A man who shows insecurity? Gone. A man who breaks one boundary? Gone. This isn't arrogance. This is self-confidence rooted in abundance. A woman with options doesn't fear losing a man. She fears wasting time on the wrong one. 3. She becomes immune to manipulation. Women who lack options fall for manipulation because they feel they have no alternative. But a woman with options, she cannot be guilt-tripped. She cannot be pressured. She cannot emotionally cornered. She knows she can walk away, and that knowledge alone makes her emotionally untouchable. Threaten to leave? She shrugs. Try to control her? She resists. Try to create insecurity? She replaces you with someone who offers clarity. Her options protect her, and she knows it. 4. She becomes more feminine and more cold. This part confuses men. A woman with options becomes more radiant, more confident, more expressive, more magnetic. But at the same time, she becomes colder. Not externally, internally. She guards her heart. She calculates risk. She invests slowly. Her softness is no longer free. You must earn it. To most men, this looks like inconsistency. But it's not. It's a woman balancing her vulnerability with her value. 5. She tests you without realizing it. When she has options, she subconsciously compares you, your leadership, your calmness, your self-respect, to other men who want her. She is not doing this intentionally. It's instinct. A woman with options becomes more aware of a man's confidence, emotional stability, discipline, boundaries, ambition, independence. If she sees weakness where another man shows strength, her attraction shifts, slowly at first, then suddenly. 6. Your value determines her behavior, not your feelings. Here is a hard truth. A woman with options does not change her behavior because you're sad, stressed, or insecure. She changes her behavior based on your value, your mindset, your mission, your direction, your backbone. If your value is rising, she invests more. If your value is dropping, she distances. If your value disappears, she moves on. Not because she's cruel, but because her biology prioritizes survival, stability, and strength. Your feelings matter, but your value matters more. 7. She does not chase, she responds. A woman with options rarely pursues men. She doesn't need to. She waits. She observes. She evaluates. She responds to the man who stays grounded, leads with clarity, respects himself, moves with certainty, doesn't need validation. She doesn't chase strength, she recognizes it, and she doesn't chase weakness, she avoids it. 8. She values how you make her feel more than who you are. A woman with options evaluates men based on emotional experience, not biography. She doesn't care where you went to school, how many followers you have, or what you say in your messages. She cares about the emotional reality you create. Do you make her feel excited or exhausted? Do you make her feel safe or uncertain? Do you make her feel chosen or trapped? The man who understands this wins her. The man who ignores it loses her. 10. She never leaves empty-handed. When a woman with options walks away, she doesn't leave confused. She leaves with clarity. Because options give her perspective. They show her what she deserves. They show her what feels right. They show her what doesn't. She doesn't leave because someone else is better. She leaves because someone else feels more aligned. Options don't create disloyalty. They reveal compatibility. 10. She reveals the truth about you. A woman with options is like a mirror. She exposes whether you are needy or grounded, reactive or composed, insecure or aware, entitled or disciplined, passive or purposeful. Most men break when they face a woman with options, but some men rise. Because a woman with options doesn't just test your masculinity, she clarifies it. She shows you exactly where you are weak, exactly where you are strong, exactly where you need to grow. She forces you to evolve, and that is her final gift. the real secret. What happens when a woman knows she has options? She becomes the most honest version of herself. She stops pretending. She stops compromising. She stops settling. She stops performing. Options liberate her, and if you're the right man, a grounded man, a man with direction, a man who respects himself, you will not fear her options. You will welcome them. Because a woman with options choosing you is the purest form of attraction there is.